So let's go through the list here of what we know about the New Year's Day New Orleans attack.
Investigators now believe the driver who barreled through a crowd of New Year's revelers in New Orleans acted alone and found he posted several videos on social media pledging his support for the Islamic State group, the FBI said on Thursday.
Acted
Gosh,
alone.
FBI.
Acted alone, but there's simultaneously two different attacks who rented vehicles from the same place. Just throwing that out there. Okay.
The FBI called Wednesday's attack, which left 14 dead in act of terrorism. The driver, the citizen from Texas, also, they keep saying a U.S. citizen from Texas. They keep saying that every article over and over and over and over.
Well,
this guy died in a shootout with the cops.
I know, but I believe he was a U.S. citizen.
The fact that they keep repeating it tells us what?
That they are trying to feed you the hook, the line, and the sinker.
Yes. They don't want you looking at any of the actual action or reasons around this. Investigators found guns and what appeared to be an improvised explosive device in the vehicle, which bore the Islamic State group, along with other explosives found in the French Quarter. Now, where is the really good one? This is my favorite. I am going to share this tab instead. This happened within hours of the attack. I'm going to back you up here, little girly.
All right, so you're going to put the sound on?
I'm going to put the sound on. Here's what happened. This reporter somehow got to the location, and you can see that door has been breached. That door has clearly been breached. You can see the door jamb over on the side, right where the lettering says, take a look inside, right under take.
Yeah, you know what you don't
see
there?
There's the door jamb. That's a breach. What?
You don't see crime tape.
No, there's no crime tape. Look behind her.
Yeah, there's the reporter right there with the camera.
With the big fucking camera on a crime scene from something that just happened.
Yeah.
For all real intents and purposes. Watch this. This is hysterical that this was allowed to happen at all. This is supposedly the attackers, the New Orleans attackers' house.
Inside the New Orleans terrorist home, you can see that it's been clearly destroyed, the door at least.
Watch the condition of the house. This is not an FBI raid.
Watch. We see some signs of what he was up
to. Tidy.
He had this work area here. Lots of different chemicals splayed around.
None of that would be there.
And different.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Electronics. This is again a work.
This is a show. This is
leftovers.
This is staged.
It's very unkempt in here. If we go over here, actually, you can see the Department of Justice documents here. The search warrant.
Why is there a can opener right there?
Property that they recorded here, which seems to be a lot of chemicals.
All of that would have been taken.
Just left in disarray.
They would not have left that behind.
Here, and his what appears to be his collection of religious materials, his Quran.
Look how neat and tidy that shelf is. The FBI doesn't
there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam and his prayer rug just to the left of me here.
Okay, that's the whole video.
Now, didn't they go after her for this?
I don't know past that, but she should have never gotten that far. One, Two, that room, that apartment was staged. Okay, I've seen from BDA and stuff like that when we would do the intelligence, and then we would sick you fuckers on the compound to do the raids.
Yep.
You did not leave it tidy.
Well, number one,
you did not leave it.
All right. First of all, if the actual law enforcement did, kick that door down, they would have secured the scene. There'd be evidence techs in there. They would be there for like up to a week processing the scene. They would not leave the door ajar. They would not leave chemicals behind. I bet you 10 to 1 that those documents left behind are absolute bullshit.
Yep.
That looks like it was completely staged.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
absolutely staged.
This smells like a glowy op. I'm just saying.
Yep. Did you ever do raids like that? Did you ever do any of the intelligence raids?
Oh yeah. We would just run in there with we do our deal. We show up with a garbage bag and just
boxes and garbage bags.
Just scoop shit off the shelf.
Everything.
Every piece of electronic, wallets, watches.
Rip cabinets off the wall to make sure there's nothing behind them. Like
we run out like Santa Claus and then we just hand it to you guys to unfuck the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's war situation.
And the FBI uses similar techniques. The FBI will go in there with cardboard boxes. It's a little tidier.
But the thing is,
cabinets and shit like that are not staying on the wall.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Especially with that many people getting killed. They would not. They would not.
This guy's supposedly an ISIS terrorist. They're not going in there. They're not going in there light-handed.
No.
This guy was supposedly an ISIS. First of all, the breach was they ripped that door off. They ripped it outward. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Which means they were probably concerned about IEDs or something like that. Because they just go right through the door.
Yeah. Well,
that's my opinion. That's based on BDA and shit like that I've seen.
They probably pried it open the hooligan tool. I don't think that was a law enforcement agency, or if it was, there was or somebody was setting a stage for a glowy op.
It's clearly staged.
And maybe she got there before the actual cops showed up.
Look at the door jam under her elbow. Look at the door jam under her elbow there. That's ripped inward.
Okay.
The whole jam is ripped off. Look at that. Doors are not 6 inches thick. That's the whole door jam ripped out.
Yeah, you can do that with a hooligan tool.
Yeah.
Firefighters do that all the time.
Yeah. I don't have any idea how to do any of that. I've just seen the results afterward.
No, I did that in Sephardic.
Okay. In what?
Special Operation or Special Forces Advanced Urban Warfare course.
I never got to do that.
Yeah. And we did that. We did the breaching through ceilings with explosives, fast roping. I mean, it was insane.
Hated you guys. A week out of basic, they stuck us in the Mount site at Fort Ord.
Yeah.
And gave us weapons with like blank adapters and blanks and shit like that and said, defend these buildings. And the sun goes down and we hear helicopters. And the next thing we know, we're just being shot, overrun. We just got put in there as the assholes to in the buildings. It was 2-5 light and some element of Ranger heading down to South America. And they needed some idiots to chew on before they went down there.
Yep. Yeah. Right.
And we were it. Yeah. They just stuck us in the Mount buildings and ran us over like 5 times that night.
Yeah.
Reset.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.